That's one where you say in my backyard, not in my backyard, like you usually hear people say. Good morning to you. Welcome back. This morning we are answering some of your legal questions that you've posted for us on My Fox Chicago with our guest, attorney Andrew Stoltmann from Stoltmann Law. How's it going, Andrew?
It's going okay. A little cold, but I'm doing okay.
Yeah, we got you in here, which is, the goal.
Absolutely.
So we first want to give you this information. All of the information that Andrew's about to give you is general legal information. For specific advice, please make sure you consult your own attorney, okay? Let's get to the first question from one of our viewers, Andrew. My neighbor upstairs had a leak that damaged my place. Condo board rules do not let neighbors sue each other. What rights do I have to get the money back for my insurance deductible, plus the costs that weren't covered? It's about $2,500.
Yeah, it kind of depends. I mean, most of these things are governed by the condo association bylaws. Now, most people, when they buy a condo, that's kind of the last thing they look at. But in disputes like these, it's really important. So the first thing I'd say is read the condo bylaws, because a lot of times those bylaws have a binding arbitration agreement, meaning you have to submit it to arbitration, or there's a mandatory mediation agreement, which means you have to try to settle the dispute before doing anything else. Unfortunately, in those sorts of situations, it's probably going to be too expensive to hire a lawyer for $2,500. So I'd look at the bylaws. If there's a dispute resolution process, go through there and try to resolve it that way. It's probably the best way to do it.
Good information. Okay, the next question coming from our viewer here about their vehicle. I think a lot of people can probably relate to this lately. I left my car legally parked out on the street. When the city plow went by, it knocked the side view mirror off the vehicle. That's always a nice treat. Is the city obligated to cover the cost? How can I go about getting reimbursed for this?
The city would be liable, and it's really under a simple negligence standard. If the city performs something or does something in a negligence standard that causes property damage, it's liable. Now, I think the only problem is there's probably going to be a little bit of a proof problem.
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah, you have somebody who's saying, well, the city caused it. The city's going to say, we had nothing to do with it. And unless you have multiple eyewitnesses, unless you have something like a video recording, it's going to be real hard to prove that the city did it. And also remember, on snowy days in Chicago, we have the rules sometimes where you can't park on the road. So there might be some negligence on the part of the person whose car that got hit.
I see.
But take it to small claims court.
And I know that the viewer did say legally parked, but again, we always stress that people check that.
Sure.
Thanks so much, Andrew.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. Again, remember, this is all general legal information. For specific legal advice, consult your own attorney, even though we've got a great one here. Thank you.